Logan Federico was only 22 years old when she was fatally shot during a home invasion at a house in Columbia, South Carolina. She went to USC to visit friends there, and her grieving father was at the hearing calling for immediate action. This is part of what he had to say.
Think about your child coming home from a night out with their friends, laying down, going to sleep, feeling somebody come in the room and wake them and drag her out of bed, naked, forced on her knees, with her hands over her head, begging for her life, begging for her hero, her father, me, that couldn't be there. Bang! Dead. Gone. Why? Because Alexander Devontae Dickey, who was arrested 39 times, 25 felonies, was on the street. You need to fight for the rest of our children, the rest of the innocents, and stop protecting the people that keep taking them from us.
The man with all that courage is with me now. Stephen Federico, good morning to you, and I'm sorry for your loss. I know you're living with a tremendous...
This is a hurt man. This is a hurt man. Hurt. Hurt that could have been avoided. Hurt that could have been avoided just with people just do your job. Leave the politics side of it. Leave the contracts of buildings and, the backhands and the nonprofit and the agendas, my son is a cat and want to be called a cat, and my daughter's a beautiful girl but thinks that she's a Asian macho wrestler. Like, what's going on with the world? There's many fathers like this that's losing their lives, that's losing the lives of their children every single day. Every single day. But the crazy thing is with all the black kids that get killed every day in the hood, you rarely, I'm not saying it don't happen, you rarely see a group of fathers on TV acting like this man. Acting like this man. And how many Logans died by gunshot in that area in North Carolina? How many of them? How many white girls like her died in that area? Not as much as the black ones, I tell you that. And this man is here to fight for his daughter. How about you fight for yours?
Burden, and I think you found your voice. The first thing I want to say is that these were House members, Republicans and Democrats, who left Washington, D.C., a subcommittee that came down to Charlotte, North Carolina, to hold that hearing. I applaud them for doing that. But how they find a resolution to your matter...
They didn't have to do it, but I know they didn't want to do it. I know they didn't want to do it, especially them damn Democrats. They don't give a two shits of hell what the hell going on with y'all kids. They just want an agenda.
...is an entirely different debate. I have a question for you. Did you get an answer that was satisfactory, that would be sufficient enough to live up to the life that your daughter had here on Earth?
No. I've got some great answers from one side, and the other side was more concerned with...
What side did he get those good answers from? Let's hear.
With money and where it was coming from.
The other side was just focused on money and nonprofits and where the money's coming from. Let's see what side he's talking about.
And who was taking it. But at the end of the day, there is...
Beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. If you don't think she's beautiful, we need to excommunicate you out of this thing we call manhood. Because this girl is beautiful. Look at those eyes. Look at those. Look at, she don't even got a European nose. She got a nigga nose. She got a nigga nose. Look at those lips. Look, she has dimples. You know how many girls go to Miami just to pay $20,000 just to get 2 holes in the side of their cheeks? This girl has it naturally. Look at her neckline, her jaw, beautiful. Yes, I know. She has makeup on, all of that, but you could tell. Some girls, you just know. You just know she's beautiful under that makeup. And it's sad. It's really sad.
There is no answer yet for it, but the soft on crime stuff has to stop. We have to be able to keep career criminals in prisons. We need more prisons. We need more mental institutions. We need.
I agree. I think you know what? You know what I think we should do? I think we should take a whole state and turn the whole state into a prison. I think we should take a whole state or half the state, whatever. Pick a state that has a lot of land, Utah. And I think we should build a prison that is only for gang members. And it should be far out in the woods, in the desert, matter of fact. That's even better. And nobody should have air conditioning.
More mental health, but no, the meeting turned into something totally different.
Look at her. She looked like she probably messed with some brothers too. Look at her. She looked cool. She looked down to earth. She just looked like a good spirit. She just looked like a good time. And I'm not saying it like that, there's no disrespect here. She looks like somebody that you probably bent down and put a ring on that finger,
From another side.
Yeah. Help me with something here. You called out the killer's name, Alexander Devontae Dickey. 30-year-old convicted felon, extensive criminal history, 39 arrests, 25 felony charges.
The man has more arrests than his age. He's 30 years old and he got 39 arrests. The Democrats keep letting him out and letting him out. They keep letting him out and what they trying to do? Break a record? Democrats, he have 39 arrests. He's 30. You don't think he could do a good 40 years by now?
Yes.
Right.
Was that all in South Carolina?
From what I understand, yeah. A couple counties, I think 20.
Look at him. Ugly. Ugly. No life. No spirit. Look at him. You could just look at the picture and just see he's just a loser. He's a loser. This man should have been under the prison, not even in it. Why? Why do they continue to let these people outside and breathe oxygen, the same oxygen that we breathe? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the probations. I'm tired of the slap on the wrist and we're going to put him in our program. No more programs. We're done with it. We are waking up to what's going on. Our eyes are open. Look, see? We want to change. We want a better community. We don't want to put our kids through trauma. Look at me. I still got nightmares from the things I seen. I still have nightmares from the things I seen in Newark, New Jersey, in Irvington, New Jersey. Buy my book. Buy my book. And you will see what the hell I'm talking about. It's no joke. You never shake it. Even when you start growing up and you start having a level of sensibility and a level of humanity, you still go to work and yo, that supervisor look at me one more time. I'm slapping the hell out of her. Or him.
23 of the felonies were in Lexington, and I think the others were in Richland County.
Okay, so that's
Not
a central part of the state, primarily, is your understanding. And he spent, what is it, 600?
Look at him. This is their punishment, to live like a slave. He has slippers on. The rest of his life, while we're out there working, we got sneakers on, we got hard hat boots, we travel in the winter, we shoveling, he's in a prison, in a room, slippers, nice comfortable clothes, don't ever have to put on jeans, a belt, a suit, ever, never, ever, 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 ever again. Just live like a nice little slave, and just enjoy the scene outside through those bars and watch the goats on the mountain,
100 days in prison?
Right, 600 days, and if he would have been prosecuted properly and sentenced properly, he may have done over 140 years in prison.
Wow. So
I think 240, but that's just my opinion.
the parties are divided here. Republicans are saying your lenient policies and the judges have allowed this man to walk time after time. And Democrats are saying the local prosecutors are understaffed and they're overwhelmed and you need more money. Can they?
Oh. So the Republicans are saying it's a decision issue. Why are the judges making these decisions? And it's a policy issue. The Democrats, now, this is where the Democrats win. They're saying that is a money issue and they need more money. More money to make their family richer. That's why Nancy Pelosi and all the rest of them became millionaires. That's why the topic of millionaires now switched to billionaires, because on social media, everybody was it was a backlash because everybody was saying, wait a minute, why y'all keep talking about millionaires when y'all millionaires? So then the whole Democratic Party got together and said, Dad, they caught on to us. You know what? We're going to change it to billionaires.
They both be right?
No, absolutely not. The Democrats are wrong. It takes a judge and a solicitor to make those decisions. It took 10 minutes to find out that Alexander Dickey was a career criminal and what his extensive record was. They didn't bother to do their homework. That's the problem. It's not because they're understaffed. It's because they just didn't do the work.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Don't that break your heart? If that don't break your heart, you're not human. If you're looking at this like, look at these white people, something is definitely wrong with you. You need a milkshake. I think that this is beautiful. A father bonding with his daughter. Raising his daughter, doing what he needs to do. Even if he's not around as much. Maybe he's not around, but you know what? She has a bright future and she has lots of things coming to her. Because her father's working hard to make sure that she don't have school loans, to make sure that she's not out there asking a boyfriend when she's turned 18 for money because you're broke, because you wanted to stay home with her all day and caress her and rub her hair. It's not a father's for. A father's for being there, bonding, and being there when troubled times come and fixing things, and also not being around. Working. And then when you are around, having times like this to bond.
They don't communicate. Lexington to Richland County. I've been told that. They don't work together.
That's a big issue also, because how can you have two counties that don't work together? That's what lets you know that it's political. The Democrats is not working with the Republican part of the town. Because every little county is different. Some counties are, even though, let's say, New Jersey. New Jersey's a very Democratic state. The whole of New Jersey is very Democratic. It always have a Democratic mayor, Democratic this, whatever. But there are many towns, you have the Monmouth counties. I didn't think about that. That are the Gloucester counties. They're very Republican in New Jersey. Those are very Republican towns. There's a lot of Republicans in New Jersey, believe it or not. But when it comes to voting as a whole, like voting for like the governor, it's most of the time the Democrats always win.
You think they knew what they ran into when you opened your mouth this week?
I think they found out real quick. I'm not going away. My daughter isn't going away. And we have to stop more Logan Federicos. I can't save her now, but buckle up, put your helmet on.
Sir, you've got a GoFundMe page.
And we're here for you, brother. We are here for you. We're standing beside you along this journey. Along this journey. And look at her mother. I wonder if her mother's still around. Is her mother still around? I didn't see her mother. All I see is the father, but that's for another video.
To help support the family, and you've raised quite a bit of money already, about $44,000.
Yeah.
How can that help you?
Well, obviously we're going to get some foundations going for Logan, some scholarships. We're in talks with her community college that she was going to. We're going to put that money to good use to just help.
She was smart too. She was smart. She wasn't even going to no big university to be brainwashed. She would stay right at home with her father, probably listen to her father's advice. Her father probably told her, like, no, you're not going to those campuses. You're staying right here and you're going to community college because you can have the same amount of success.
Do what I'm trying to do and make.
And save a lot of money.
Make America safer. It has to be. We have to protect our future. Logan would have been a big part of the world. She would have been a big part of problem solving. She was.
Of course she would have. She's a white girl. And let me tell you, America loved white girls. And Logan deserved to be alive today, to continue to spread that beauty that she had as a beautiful Caucasian queen. R.I.P. to Logan. I hope her father, start a big movement. I'm with the movement 100%. And we need to be harder on crime because we can't have white queens like this continue to fall. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, and make sure you put something in the comment. Thank you so much.